Coming up next, a holiday edition of Virginia Outdoor Life. We'll find out how these hunters enjoy their pastime while helping those less fortunate. We'll go rock fishing along the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and test your marksmanship at an old-fashioned Carolina turkey shoot. A very festive Virginia Outdoor Life straight ahead. Hello, friends, and welcome to Virginia Outdoor Life. My name is Jim. I hail along once again with the Captain Eric Burnley here for Saturday, November the 25th. Great to be back with you because we had some business to take care of last week, didn't we, Captain?
Yeah, we did. We did the Holiday in the City parade, the lighting of the buildings down there. Nice big parade. All those people came out to see us. They were all waving at us. It was a lot of fun.
It was a blast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
hey, we want to thank the folks down at Lynn Haven Marine for letting us use their Wellcraft.
Wellcraft, 24-foot Scarab, nice boat. We had plenty of room for everybody. I think it's the only time I've ever been on a boat where they played Christmas carols and drank hot cider. But other than that, it was great.
That was something. Hey, folks, but we are glad to be back at work here doing what we love to do, hunting and fishing. And, you know, the holidays is a great time for most of us, but certainly not everybody can say that. That's why the Marshall Hunt Club out in Suffolk has gotten involved with a great program called Hunters for the Hungry. Well, I recently went on a hunt with the guys from the Marshall Club. We headed out to the Suffolk swampland to get our adventure started.
All right, let's get ready here.
Eating breakfast on hunt day has been a Marshall Hunt Club tradition for 50 years. Nobody leaves with an empty stomach, and these men are also doing their part to make sure the communities less fortunate don't go hungry either. As part of the Hunters for the Hungry program, this club and others around the state are hoping to donate more than 100,000 pounds of venison to the needy this season.
Something that we feel fortunate to be able to do so close to home. You know, Suffolk is very close. We have approximately 10,000 acres that we hunt. And
a lot of hungry people out there.
A lot of hungry people out there.
All right, everybody listen.
Big bucks, big does. For you guys' information, the doe season is in.
If you want to find the big ones, you've got to go deep in the swamp. We've been wanting to break in our new Ford Explorer, and she came through like a champ.
Yeah, I'm going to be facing this way then.
Well, you can face any way you want to.
Right.
Our hunt guide for the day was Bobby Lester, whose coaching made my first attempt at using a portable tree stand a slow but successful one. Bobby assured me this would be a hot spot today, and he was right. This was the first cold morning of the season, and these Walker dogs were eager to hunt.
Right off the bat, a whole pack of dogs just came through. But they didn't push anything this way, but we got another chase going on right back here somewhere. So we're gonna watch back here and see if they don't have something. Well, we just had another hot chase come right by here. I hadn't been on my stand more than 15 minutes, and that two chases come right by. I saw 2 or 3 deer running that way. Never got a decent look at them, though. Never had a shot. There's some deer out here today, though. I tell you what.
Our hopes of harvesting that big buck began to wane as the wind picked up. We did get close to one deer who wanted to be on TV, though. But you'd have a hard time making a ham sandwich out of that guy. That's not to say there wasn't anything big enough to shoot at, though. But hitting the target was another matter altogether for the club hunt master. Oh. And I think think you owe me some money, don't you?
$2.
All right, well,
Now we're even.
that's the way to go.
Right.
See, that's an honest hunt master for you right there. The hunt was over, but not the adventure. Bobby took us on a shortcut to the club's secret gathering spot. It didn't matter that the big buck had eluded us this morning. Now it was simply time to kick back and enjoy the camaraderie of our hunting partners who do know how to cook.
Just grab the whole thing, Jim.
Oh yeah, that was some great tasting stuff there. If you have heard of this program, or even if you haven't and you'd like to get involved, there's the number, 1-800-352-HUNT, or 352-4868 to be specific. This is a great program for people maybe that like to hunt. A lot of people don't like venison, but that stuff right there, they wrapped it up in bacon and they had it marinated in some Worcestershire sauce for a couple of hours, and that was deer that had been frozen over from last year. That was some excellent, excellent stuff there, Captain.
It's good, it's good. And that Hunters for the Hungry has donated over 250,000 pounds of venison since they've been doing this program to hungry people in Virginia, and that's a pretty impressive amount of meat.
That's awesome. Something.
And that's good meat for you. There's no fat, no cholesterol. I mean, they're eating better than a lot of people that aren't on the Hunters for the Hungry program.
It certainly is, and it's something that we need to get the word out that hunters are doing a lot for the good in their community.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Time to check on the calendar now, and it's getting a little less congested with the weather cooling off, but we got a couple of rockfish tournaments we want to tell you about. Hey folks, welcome back to Virginia Outdoor Life. You know, as you have seen, we have done a lot of fishing along the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, the Monitor Merrimack as well, but hey, there's also a lot of good fishing right there at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, Captain.
Absolutely, and it's easy to get to, and it's right there, plenty of access and good fishing, and you fish it pretty much the same as the other bridge tunnels, and it's, like I said, it's easy to get to from the south side. We left out of Willoughby, and we found the fishing was pretty good. This afternoon we're fishing with Mike Payton right here off of the island that supports the entrance to the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. It's a late afternoon between 3 and 4. Water temperature's around 60, 62 degrees, and there's hardly any wind at all. We've on the bottom of the low tide. It's just getting ready to start back in. Right now we're just casting into the rocks. Mike is using, what do you got on there, a wiffle?
Rattle trap.
Got a rattle trap on there, and I've got a wiffle on here, and if we don't do any good here for a little while, where do we go next?
We'll just slip on around down the inside of the bridge and try a little bit closer to the rocks on the inside of the bridge. That's our big catch right there. We caught him big wiffle. We'll see him in the water. That's all right. You don't need that net. You don't need it.
Yeah,
no.
you haven't got him real well.
No, don't put him in that net.
You sure you can get him
See
in?
You got a good picture of him? Dink.
Okay, we're going to let him go. Here he goes.
Little flat flounders. Pretty. Yeah. There it is.
Nah, he's not that big.
Right? It's not a hybrid.
Not a hybrid.
Not a hybrid.
Okay, there he is.
Straight stripe.
That was a pretty one. Captain, a lot of people have asked me why they see you throwing the stripers back.
Well, those were, they may have been 18 inches, but they were too small to really, we try to let the little ones go, and you're only allowed to keep 2 a day, and, let them grow up and get a little bit bigger, and that way you preserve the stock and keep things going. Of course, you get a big fish, you want to keep him, and And some people have started to challenge that thought, thinking, why let the big ones go? They're the primary spawners. I mean, why keep the big ones? Why not let them go and keep the little ones? So no matter what you do, there's always some controversy about it. But we like to let the little fish go.
It's nice just to be striped bass fishing again.
Oh, sure. I mean, we were using light tackle. We got the sport out of it and then just turned them loose. All
right, Captain. Well, folks, with us having last week off, not to mention the fact that you viewers have been doing a fantastic job sending in those pictures, the Outdoor Scrapbook is loaded. So let's open it up and take a look.
This first picture is from Ben Copeland of Smithfield. He had an outstanding day earlier this fall at False Cape State Park, where he bagged 2 feral hogs and a deer.
Next up, Jimmy Cobb, Wild Bill Cook, Captain E.K. Morrison, and Dr. Jim Wright show off a very successful catch of striped bass. That's from a day of fishing at the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. From that same trip, Dr. Wright shows off the catch of the day. That's one big rockfish, Doctor.
Randy Swink of Norfolk is quite proud of this 15-190-pound buck he bagged last season in Sussex County. Says he's been busy trying to duplicate the feat this season. His son, 10-year-old Michael Swink, also is an outdoorsman, and here he shows us a dove that he shot earlier this year.
Another youngster, 13-year-old Danny Davis of Portsmouth, shows off a 45-pound yellowfin tuna that he fought for an hour and 6 minutes before bringing it in. Way to go, Danny. His grandfather, Nelson West, is also quite the fisherman. Here he's showing off a 23-pound striped bass caught in the Western Branch Reservoir. I got to get Bucky.
Got to get Bucky in every week.
Hey, folks.
If you can't shoot one, at least you can look at one.
There he is right there. He is. Yeah, that's right. That's what a buck looks like.
That's it.
Never see one when I'm hunting.
Well, you know.
Hey, welcome back to Virginia Outdoor Life. This is a special post-Thanksgiving edition of the show. Dinner is cooking. We're going to be sitting down to a meal a little bit later. As for the turkey, well, we sent the crew out to a turkey shoot to bring one back.
My friend Robert Miles, he and I have target shoot over in the corner, and we decided about 3 weeks ago that it would be a good thing to do the turkey shoot for the 2 most important organizations in Sandbridge, the chapel and the rescue squad.
What's your name?
Mike.
Basically, we have a minimum of 7 shots. 7 shots will make us break even on each round. Obviously, no alcohol, strict gun discipline, family affair. We'd like to get the kids out.
Good hit.
Basically, we've got these targets. The closest to the dead center right there will win. Most of them were in here. Sometimes they'll get 2 or 3 shot in here. We'll measure them. We've got a thing to measure with to see who is actually the closest. And we sort of let the people that are out here sort of judge too, because you're shooting against each other. A lot of them know each other, a lot of them don't. Basically, we're trying to promote some gun safety, and a lot of adults that didn't have any idea what was going on down here. Turkey shoot, what do you do? You shoot a live turkey or whatever? And Doug and I and Paul have had those questions asked. But of course, it's for a frozen turkey.
Agree that that's the winner.
That's it, right on the crosshairs.
Yeah. Number 8, yes!
Yes!
I didn't realize our staff was so darn talented.
No, I mean, they never show it around here, but when they get out in the field, they just are absolutely magnificent shots.
Our own Mike Bibbo, the winner of the turkey shoot. What a shot. You know, the guys who put the shoot on tell me they had such a good time out there that they're thinking of doing one at Christmas time as well, so keep an eye on the outdoor calendar for more details on that. As for the turkey, well, we donated it to the News Channel 3 Food for Families program through the food bank, so hopefully Mike's good aim will make somebody's holiday a bit brighter.
Yes.
Now, folks, you have done such a great job sending in your pictures to the scrapbook that we've got even more to show you now, so let's take another look at the outdoor scrapbook. Jeremy Wirt from Belhaven, Virginia, shows off an 8-point buck he bagged in South Accomack County. He took it during his first season of bow hunting.
Young fisherman Kellen Thompson shows off a 5.5-pound largemouth bass that he caught in his backyard in Virginia Beach using a spinnerbait. The 11-year-old angler really enjoys freshwater fishing.
Another 11-year-old, Ricky Robinson of Norfolk, shows off a 2-pound, 7-ounce pickerel caught last month at Lake Whitehurst. George Stubbs of Isle of Wight and the Zuni Hunt Club show off his 8-point buck taken last season.
Next page finds Bobby Umphett and Bob Packard from Chincoteague. They look quite proud of the striped bass they caught. Eleanor Schwartz caught this 8-pound, 2-ounce largemouth bass in Lake Gaston. She was fishing with Raymond Powell, who said she thought she hooked a stump because that's what she usually catches.
And finally, Lauren and Crystal Gallo pose with no less than 8 speckled trout. They've got so many they needed a couple of helping hands to show them all off. Now, we told you earlier that we're going to sit down to a Thanksgiving feast at the end of the show. Well, Captain Eric's wife, Barbara, is getting that bird ready, and we'll join you from the dining room when Virginia Outdoor Life continues. Stay tuned for the hot product and dinner right after this. And welcome back to Virginia Outdoor Life for a very special occasion. It is Thanksgiving at the Burnley household. And come on in here, Captain. You got that bird going. We've been waiting all day.
We got the bird.
All right.
All right.
About time.
Woo,
yes.
Yes.
All right.
For me or the turkey? The 2 turkeys.
Have a seat here, Captain. As you can tell, we got the whole crew along with us here, and we just want to introduce everyone to you. This is my sweetie, Dana. My almost fiance, right, honey?
Yes.
Yes.
That's about right.
Yeah, it's my pre-fiance, my girlfriend. Right.
Can you hurry it up?
Okay. All right. This is Jennifer Bibbo, the wife of our director, Mike Bibbo. This is Jean and Mike Diller, our producer, and that's Mike's girlfriend, by the way. And this, as you might have guessed, is Captain Burnley's wife. And one other very important person we want to tell you about, the guy behind the camera who's now in front of the camera, and that is, yay, Mike Bibbo! Yeah, he's the guy that takes all the beautiful pictures you see every week.
That's
right. And before we get down to the turkey business here, we got some business to take care of.
Well, let's get it over with because it's getting hungry.
Because you know it's a hot product time.
That's right. That's right.
Not only hot turkey, but a hot product.
Turkey,
and we have a very nice hat that our good buddy, the bass angler Larry Lusk, has given to us to give away. This is a very nice hat here. It's a Bass Cat hat because Larry is a rep for Bass Cat's boats. That makes sense, and we're going to give it away to one of our lucky hot product entrants here. And we got the old crab pot down here. This crab pot's getting fuller every week. Bad one.
I got it. Okay, Carlton L. Gill Jr. of 110 White House Drive in Poquoson, and he will win the...
he wins the Bass Cat hat.
Bass Cat hat.
There you go, right there. How about that? So, Carlton, you got a hat coming your way, bud. And if you want to buy a boat from Larry, give him a call, and he'll hook you up with that, too. I got to tell you, we went out on this boat, and it was something special. We're talking the Rolls Royce of the bass boats.
Nice boats.
No doubt about it. We just want to tell everybody in this Thanksgiving holiday season how thankful we are for all the nice notes that you have sent us and all the cards and letters. We've had a wonderful time bringing you the show.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And we're going to do our best to keep it up. Well, thank you very much, and let's dig in, gang.
Let's
all right. Woo.
All right.
Okay, let's get this thing
Now
warm.
take it back out and carve it, right? Go ahead and start passing out the other stuff.
All right. Yeah, just keep it going here.